Hey class, week 4, we're going to take a little break from decimals and fractions, and we're going to talk a little bit about statistics. We're going to focus on the measures of central tendency, which are mean, median, mode, and range. And then we have the minimum and maximum set of a data as well. So let's go over the vocabulary first. So if you have a set of data, the minimum is going to be the smallest number in that set. The maximum then is going to be the largest number. Median, if you order the numbers from smallest to biggest, smallest to largest, the median is the middle number. Mode is the one number that shows up most often. And mean, that is the average. We say the mean is the average. And I always remember the mean because it's the hardest one to find, so we say it's the meanest. So I'll talk about that in a second. And then the range is the difference between the highest and lowest. So the range tells you how far spread out the data is, and you find it by taking the maximum minus the minimum. So it's the difference between the high and low. To find the mean, so the mean is going to be the one that's the most work. So to find the mean, you have to add together the numbers in the set and then divide by the total how many numbers were added. Okay, so first we have, count these numbers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 total numbers. So we're going to find the sum, so add them all up. So 1 plus 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 11 plus 12 plus 14. So 1 plus 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 11 plus 12, plus 14 is 56. And then 56 divided by 7, because there are 7 numbers in our set, gives me 8. And so our average was 8. Sometimes called average, is 8. The median, remember, is the middle number. So in order to find the median, you first have to make sure that the set of numbers is organized from smallest to largest. Then you locate the minimum number, or the middle number, I'm sorry. So this one is 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 14. It's already in order from smallest to largest. Then I like to count from the outsides in. So take off these 2, then these 2, these 2, these 2, and we have a middle number is 7. What if we have an even set of numbers? What happens then? So my second example here is in order from smallest to biggest already. Let's look at finding the middle number. Sometimes you don't want to cross it out completely, so you can still read them. You can do this instead. Count in. And you'll see that there's 2 numbers in the middle. So if there's 2 numbers in the middle, you find halfway between them. So halfway between 7 and 8 is 7.5. So 7.5 would be the middle. If you can't decide or have a hard time thinking what is in the middle of the 2 numbers, you can find the average. So you add the numbers together and then divide that by 2. So 7 plus 8 is 15, and then 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. So that's how you'd find the middle. Add the 2 numbers together and then divide by 2. To find the mode, we organize a set of numbers from smallest to biggest and then locate the number that appears the most often. Okay, so we have 3 situations with the mode. Let's look at the first example. The number that occurs the most often here is 4. So the mode of this set is 4 because there are 3 4s and only one of each other number. How about this one? Here we have 2 2s and 2 5s. So we have 2 modes. Here the mode is 2 and 5. So you can have more than one mode. You can have more than 2 modes. You can have as many modes as long as they show up the same number of times. So 2 and 5 showed up the most often, and they both showed up twice. So they are both my mode. And then in my last set, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, I don't have any numbers that repeat. So none of the numbers show up more common than the others. So in this one, there is no mode. All right, then we find the range. So first we need to organize a set of numbers from smallest to biggest, and then we subtract the smallest from the largest, the maximum minus the minimum. So here, these ones are not put in order yet, so I'm going to start with that. So the lowest is 2, and then 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13. So then my minimum value is 2, and my maximum value is 13. And the range would be 13 minus 2. So my range is 11. So the range tells me that there is a gap of 11 between the highest and lowest score or number. So it's moderately spread out for these numbers. Okay, rewrite the data set in order from least to greatest, then practice finding these 6 central tendencies here. Then turn it back